Do you ever catch yourself overspending, even though you know it's not good for your bank account? Or maybe you think you're in control, but suddenly your money's gone and you're left wondering where it went? What if I told you that there are psychological tricks, simple techniques, that could help you control your spending habits without feeling deprived? In today's video, we're diving deep into the top 8 psychological tricks to control overspending. These are strategies that can subtly shift your mindset, putting you in charge of your spending habits without even realizing it. So let's dive in. 1. Track every single penny. One of the most powerful strategies to break the cycle of overspending is to track every penny. At first, it might seem like a lot of work, but once the habit is formed, it will become second nature. By tracking every purchase, it's easy to see where money is being spent and where cuts can be made. It's easy to overlook small purchases that seem insignificant, but they add up quickly. Apps like Mint or Nab make tracking simple and keep track of all expenses, big or small. As more is tracked, patterns begin to emerge. Areas where overspending is happening become apparent. The next step is to make intentional decisions about money. It's about building awareness. Once the pattern is noticed, action can be taken. This isn't about limiting spending. It's about making informed, mindful choices. Tracking every penny helps build a sense of financial control, making it easier to adjust habits for long-term success. By reviewing your spending regularly, you'll also be able to identify where changes are needed, allowing you to stay on top of your financial situation and avoid being caught off guard. 2. The 24-hour rule. For those prone to impulse buying, the 24-hour rule can be a lifesaver. Before purchasing anything non-essential, simply wait 24 hours. This simple act of waiting gives the brain time to cool down and think logically. The temptation to buy something in the heat of the moment can be strong, but often, after waiting a day, the desire fades. This trick allows time to reflect on whether the purchase is really necessary or just a fleeting desire. Instead of acting on impulse, this time gap creates a sense of calm. It shifts the focus from instant gratification to thoughtful, intentional spending. After waiting 24 hours, the decision to buy or not often becomes clear. If the desire is still strong, that's when the purchase might be worth considering. This time also allows the opportunity to think about the purchase in the context of your larger financial goals. When emotions are less involved, decisions become clearer and smarter. By building this time into your decision-making process, you also give yourself a chance to research alternatives, which might save you even more money in the long run. 3. Set a monthly budget and stick to it. Setting a monthly budget is one of the most effective ways to control spending. Without a clear budget, it's easy to fall into the trap of spending more than intended. Start by calculating all fixed expenses, like rent, utilities, and transportation. After that, allocate a reasonable amount for discretionary spending, such as dining out and entertainment. Creating a budget isn't enough on its own. Sticking to it is key. Make the budget realistic, and check it regularly to make sure spending is within limits. It's also important to adjust the budget if necessary, rather than overspend and feel guilty afterward. Having a plan ensures that money is used wisely and that it doesn't disappear before the month is over. Regularly reviewing the budget helps identify potential areas of overspending and enables timely adjustments. It's not about being restrictive. It's about being mindful of every dollar spent to work towards your long-term goals. A well-maintained budget also allows for tracking progress over time, helping you see where your financial behavior is improving. 4. Automate savings and investments. Another simple yet effective trick is to automate savings and investments. Set up automatic transfers from the checking account to savings or investment accounts. By doing this, saving becomes an automatic process, eliminating the need for willpower. When savings are automated, money is set aside before there's an opportunity to spend it. Even in tough months, automated savings keep growing, as the transfers happen without any effort. It's as if saving is happening on autopilot. By automating, money is put aside for future goals and emergencies, instead of being spent on fleeting desires. It's all about making saving a habit that doesn't require constant attention. Additionally, by automating investments, the risk of emotional decision-making is minimized. The system works for you. Even when life gets busy, ensuring that your financial goals are consistently met. Over time, automation ensures a consistent, smooth buildup of savings and investments without feeling the weight of active involvement each month. 5. Avoid tempting environments. When trying to control overspending, it's important to avoid tempting environments. This includes unsubscribing from retail emails, avoiding social media influencers who constantly promote shopping, and staying out of stores that are known to tempt into impulse buys. Online shopping and retail therapy are made easier with endless ads and constant reminders of must-have items. But when those temptations are limited, it's easier to focus on what's important and what truly adds value. By reducing exposure to things that trigger buying urges, it becomes easier to make conscious choices. Instead of browsing shopping apps, consider engaging in hobbies or spending time with loved ones. These activities provide value without spending money. Reducing these exposures allows the brain to reset, making it easier to focus on long-term financial health rather than short-term satisfaction. Limiting access to shopping websites and unnecessary subscriptions gives space for healthier spending habits to develop. 6. Use the envelope system for discretionary spending. For those who find it hard to control discretionary spending, the envelope system is an effective tool. It's a simple system that involves setting aside cash for various spending categories, groceries, dining out, entertainment, and physically putting the money in separate envelopes. Once the money in an envelope is gone, no more can be spent in that category for the rest of the month. This creates a clear boundary for spending, ensuring that limits are respected. The envelope system makes it impossible to overspend in one category because it is constrained by the amount of money physically available. It turns spending into a conscious decision and helps avoid using credit cards for unnecessary expenses. This method forces individuals to be more mindful of their spending limits and ensures that spending decisions are deliberate and planned. It also prevents emotional spending, as once the envelope is empty, there's no more room to purchase items. 7. Set clear long-term goals. One of the best ways to resist the temptation to overspend is to set clear long-term financial goals. Whether it's saving for a house, paying off debt, or building an emergency fund, having clear goals provides a sense of direction. When working towards something big, such as a down payment or financial independence, it becomes easier to say no to smaller, unnecessary purchases. Long-term goals serve as a reminder of what truly matters, helping to prioritize spending on things that contribute to the future. Visualizing success helps shift focus away from short-term desires and encourages more intentional financial decisions. By keeping the bigger picture in mind, each dollar spent becomes part of a larger plan. This also helps to avoid feeling overwhelmed by the small purchases and instead provides a necessary motivation to keep pushing toward larger financial aspirations. Setting clear goals also allows for measurable progress, making it easier to celebrate small wins along the way and stay motivated. 8. Practice mindful spending. The final trick to controlling overspending is practicing mindful spending. Before making a purchase, take a moment to pause and ask yourself, do I really need this? Does it align with my financial goals? Being mindful allows space to reflect on the purchase and whether it's truly necessary. Mindful spending means prioritizing what truly adds value to life and avoiding purchases based on impulse or fleeting desires. It encourages living with intention and focusing on the things that matter most. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through shopping apps, consider engaging in meaningful activities or enjoying what you already have. This practice leads to a healthier relationship with money and reduces the urge to buy things that won't bring long-term satisfaction. By becoming more intentional about purchases, the power to control spending is placed back in your hands. Practicing mindfulness also reduces the anxiety of making purchases, helping to clear the mental clutter that often leads to overspending. Those are the top 8 psychological tricks to control overspending. By implementing just a few of these tricks, it's possible to regain control of finances and start making smarter, more intentional decisions with money. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on managing personal finances and improving financial habits. The more these tricks are practiced, the more money will be saved and the closer financial freedom will be. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.